Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's so good to be with you today. Today is another edition of Networking Know-How. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. Get up and chat. Let me know where you're watching from, what platform you're talking to me from. Let's have a conversation. Now, I don't know about you, but it's been a full day. There's been a lot going on. So maybe you've had a full day too. I don't know. If so, take a deep breath, let it out, and let's just enjoy the bubble of some increased vibrational energy. All right, so what are we doing today? Why am I going live? And if this is the first time you're connecting with me, you're like, who the heck are you? So let me start with that. I'm Lauren Orlando, the Stress Commando, and I am the founder and CEO of Down and Dirty Networking. And we are a 100% relational online networking community. And this month, we are doing World Online Networking Month. We are hosting this month all month long. So, what this means for you and what this leans into the topic of our video, because it's a good one, because you guys asked for it, I'm going to deliver it to you. But World Online Networking Month was something we decided was really needed. We get so many questions of people wanting to connect with like-minded people that are introverts that feel awkward with networking. How can we do this in a more simple way? And that's exactly what our community is all about. Our community is the simple way of doing it. It's curated for you. You don't have to go and develop anything. It's all on your fingertips online. But for those of you that want to expand and maybe you're not in our community, well, what can you do? So, we're going to give you some of our best practices and tips. And World Online Networking Month is your chance to practice this, right? So, you're going to practice this online and get the skill. Because, right, we can all practice something, right? You don't need to be perfect at it. You just need to practice it. Okay, so today's topic is all about combining a couple of things together. So, I had to get so I can read this. So for World Online Networking Month, we are doing posts every day that you can engage in. You can answer, but then you can engage in other comments. The types of questions that we're asking are all relational in nature. And so what that means is relational networking is not about transactions. So if you think about traditional networking, it's all about, hi, my name is, buy my stuff, or give me a job, or promote me, or something to that effect. It's more transactional in nature. You're looking for leads, clients, other opportunities, promotions, things of that nature. That's traditional or transactional networking. That's not what we're talking about. That's not who we are. We believe there's another way that we call relational networking. Now, relational networking is having a meaningful conversation to learn from and about someone to build a lasting and authentic relationship. Now, relational networking is really a mindset shift, and it's something you can do everywhere. It doesn't have to be intentional at an event. It can be something you do at work. It can be something you do on the go while you're running errands. It's very intentional. And one of the ways that we do that is by making sure that we're curious about the person we're talking to and we're about looking to provide value. And so one of the things that we asked in our World Online Networking post was, what topic live did you want me to cover today? And there was a tie. We gave you three options and there was a tie for two of them. So I'm actually going to put them together and I'm going to answer both of those. So Terry and Deborah, who are really chiming in and telling what they were looking for, this one's for you. So the topic was that one was chosen, the benefit of cutting the fluff of traditional networking. And then the other topic that was chosen was connecting with like-minded professionals. Now, I'm going to be going live every day through next Wednesday because next Wednesday, we're having our signature World Online Networking event, which is our virtual sneak peek event for you to be able to come and practice relational networking with our community. This is a great event. You do not want to miss it. If you drop the word sneak peek in the comments, we'll send you all the information so you can learn more. So I will be going live every day now through Wednesday to answer questions and talk about some of these topics. But I really wanted to put some of these topics together for Terry and Deborah and all of you watching. And so for those of you that are curious and those that have reached out to me for questions, or maybe you're sitting there going, that's a good one, I'd like to know that. I'm going to answer this for you. So connecting with like-minded people seems to be one of the most popular reasons people are wanting to really network right now. But what does it mean to have like-minded people? What do you mean by that? Well, for some, it could be that you're looking for someone who's looking for something specific, like they're growing their business or whatever your mindset is or whatever your goals and objectives are, that somebody else's goals and objectives are similar. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that they're like industry. People can have a like mind, but be in a totally different industry. They could be a corporate professional and you could be an entrepreneur. So, like minded isn't necessarily very limiting in a niche. And so the best way to connect with like minded people is to ask a more thoughtful and thought provoking question. And that leans into cutting the fluff. When you think of traditional networking or when you are greeting someone for the first time, one of the most popular questions, whether you're reconnecting or connecting for the first time, is, "Hey, how are you?" Now, this question is it just rolls off our lips. Sometimes I catch myself saying it, but this question does absolutely nothing to connect with somebody. It does absolutely nothing to determine whether the person you're meeting for the first time is a like minded professional for you. Now, what you can do is ask a different question. And so, what one of the questions I love, and if you've watched for a while, you've heard me say this question, and it's from speaker Amanda Gore. What is the best thing that's happened to you recently? Now, think about it. One, it's going to require a positive answer. So, you're not going to get someone who, when you say, "Hi, how are you?" they tell you. And then you quickly regret that you asked the question because it's just this negative, "Oh my gosh, this is what's going on." Also, sometimes people's response are fine. Well, you can't do anything with fine, right? You can't continue a conversation if the answer is fine. That's a tough one. But what's the best thing that's happened to you recently requires a positive answer, more thought provoking, and you get to learn something about them. This is where you can truly connect and make a realization and discover, are they a like minded professional that I need to know more about? This is super easy. So even if they're not a like minded professional, asking that question will raise your vibrational energy and theirs, and you'll learn something cool. Now, what's really cool is I've been doing a lot of networking, connecting with different people, expanding my network, practicing what I preach, in addition to connecting and growing and really developing relationships inside our community. But externally, outside of the community, I have been doing a lot of different networking. And I love that one of the people that I met and connected with recently um, said a version of this question back to me before I could ask it of her. And her version was really cool. So I want to give her a shout out because the version was, "What's something that's been the most rewarding to you recently? Or what has been the most rewarding to you in the past week?" So it's a version of the same, "What's the best thing that's happened to you recently?" It's the same version of that. But I liked that word rewarding. Now, to break this down even more simply, one of the core values here at Down and Dirty Networking is talk less, question more. This requires you to be curious to learn from and about the person. And this question that I'm giving you, whether you're using the "what's the best thing that's happened to you" or the word rewarding, is the way to unlock a deeper conversation with somebody. This is how you do that. And so when you cut the fluff of "hi, how are you?" and all the superlatives that we typically do and just the platitudes that we give, and you ask a more in depth question, you have a better conversation. Just today, I've been rushing all over the place. I was at a location with my brother, and there was a bunch of his coworkers there. And they were asking me some really great questions. Talk about an opportunity for me to experience being on the other side of really good relational networking. They weren't asking me, "How are you?" They were asking deeper questions. And I loved that because they really wanted to get to know me. They wanted to know a little bit more about how it was to be sister to this person they've been working with. And it was just a really fun experience to do this. And so I would encourage you, no matter what your situation, be curious, lean into questions, and when in doubt, if you're socially awkward and you're like, "I have no idea what to say," lean in on one of the versions of the question I just gave you. What's the best thing that's happened to you recently? Or what's been the most rewarding thing that's happened to you in the past week? This is a great way to cut through all the fluff of "hi, how are you? What do you do?" and all these questions that are checkbox questions, I call them, because you can check the box of these things people do, but you actually don't know anything really about them. And those initial questions tend to lean the conversation into a transactional and more superficial way. If you're craving more meaningful conversations to connect with like minded people, cut all that fluff out and get right into it and treat everyone like they're your best friend. I'm going to be, I was just on a call with my trainers and they were talking about networking. And this was the tip that they gave, was to talk to your best friend. And it's one that I have used and embraced and taught for many, many years. Even if you're feeling completely awkward, which I typically do when I'm at events or around other people, I am an introvert. And so sometimes I'm introverted, but additionally, sometimes I can feel really shy, which is a lack of confidence. And so if I have that, one of the things that I learned early on is pretend that you're the hostess of a party and you want to make sure everyone feels welcome. Never mind you're at the grocery store. Never mind you're at an event or a meeting that you're not running. Walk in with that mindset and you will have a very different experience. It gets you over the awkwardness. And guess what? Most of the times when you're talking to other people, they're feeling awkward too. And your smile, your ability to just reach out to them and be kind of authentic about it, it's just the right way to go. And so I encourage you for this World Online Networking Month to have conversations with people. Be curious. And if you'd like to test it in the online space, make sure to engage with any of the posts that we're doing on a daily basis. On the Down and Dirty Networking Facebook or LinkedIn page, you will be able to access our lives on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So if you want to just pick one of the two platforms, whether it be LinkedIn or Facebook, that's going to be the best way for you to engage with us. And then take that question and use it in your day. Whether you're connecting with someone on LinkedIn or some other social platform of your choosing, maybe you're texting someone, maybe you're shooting an email to somebody. Remember, it's World Online Networking Month, so you're going to do it virtually. But then, heck, you could do it in person too. We're giving you a lot of really great resources and ideas to think about so that you can then utilize these as tools. Like one of the cool posts that I liked and I've been using a lot, and I want to give a shout out to our intern. Our intern, Melanie Jimenez, is the one that really crafted the framework of the types of posts that you guys are seeing all month long from Down and Dirty Networking. So high fives, Melanie. You did a great job. And I hope you're loving what we're doing with the posts of the framework you created. And if not, let us know how to upgrade them. We were super excited because we found that there was a Peanuts Day for like the Charles Schultz Peanuts characters. And so we adapted that to say, hey, which character resembles your leadership style? Well, it's super fun, but when you ask why, the conversation has been really interesting, both online and even in person when I've talked to people about it. So find that post. It's still up there. You can still engage with it. Go find the post on LinkedIn or Facebook on the Down and Dirty Networking page. Or if you're connected to me, I think I've probably shared it. You can find it that way too. But comment, but then comment on everybody else's comments. This is how you get good at being curious. And you're going to give some social media love to your algorithm to expand your network. And you never know, you might connect with somebody that is a like-minded professional by making a comment. Back to the person I connected with that gave me that other version of the question I love and using the word rewarding. I connected with her in exactly this way. She resonated with a comment with the energy that I had. She thought we were like-minded individuals. I agreed. And so we connected outside of the event that we were in. So make sure you're showing up powerfully. Make sure you're cutting the fluff. Avoid all of the things that you know, like, hi, my name is. Just, it's my best friend. We've been friends forever. And you want to ask something a little bit more interesting so that you can show that you're being interested in them so you can learn from it about them. Okay, so I hope this is helpful in combining the two topics of cutting the fluff in addition to connecting with like-minded professionals. And stay tuned. Every day, now through Wednesday, I will be going live and I will be expanding on this. I will tell you how you can connect with like-minded individuals in different settings. I will be talking about cutting the fluff of traditional networking overall and so many other great topics, especially the ones you want to hear. So if there's one you specifically would like to hear, chime in, let me know. And you might just be featured on one of these lives that are going on between now and next Wednesday. And make sure to drop the words sneak peek and we'll send you the details for our sneak peek that's happening next Wednesday at noon Central Standard Time. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. I see some people jumping in and out live. Thank you for watching and staying till the end. Stay tuned. Come back every day between 3:30 and 5:30 Central Standard Time, now through Wednesday, and let's have a conversation. Let's connect. Let's do the Down and Dirty Networking way to co-elevate, collaborate, and connect in a really meaningful way in celebration of World Online Networking Month. All right, thanks so much. Hope you had a great time. Hope we raised each other's vibrational energy. I know you did mine. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you again soon tomorrow. Bye for now and happy networking.